At our core, we are here to help people be well so they can live their healthiest life possible.
Through healthcare and health coverage, we create more value.
Through compassion, collaboration,
clarity,
curiosity,
and courage, we make anything and everything possible.
Through our people,
we care for the whole person with respect,
dignity, and love.
Everyone deserves opportunities and resources for better health.
Everyone deserves our relentless pursuit
to innovate and always do better.
Everyone deserves to have a community,
be a great place to live, work, learn and play.
نحن على ثقة أنه معا
que la salud y el bienestar
sollte für alle erreichbar sein.
We believe the system to support the entire health and wellness journey starts with prevention.
We believe that together we will make a difference.
That together
we are here to make health better for everyone.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are. We are.
Together, we are Corewell Health.
Wow, what an amazing way to start this exciting show today. Thank you for everyone who is listening into us. I am honored to be here today with our esteemed partner, Corewell Health, based in the beautiful state of Michigan. So joined today by some tremendous leaders who are going to be talking to us about living and working in the beautiful state of Michigan. So excited to introduce our speakers today. But before that, please make sure that you're popping in the chat where you are listening in from. We love to see that, the many countries that are represented on these shows. So please make sure that you are popping in where you are calling in from. We love to see that. Also, make sure that any questions that you have, you are popping into the chat for us to address today. We do get a lot of questions on these events. So anyone that we do not get to, our team will be monitoring throughout the day and the rest of the week and make sure that we get those answered for you. Also, throughout the presentation today, you will see a link pop up routinely. So please click on that link to apply to speak with these amazing leaders. This is a unique link that will tell us that you have submitted your application because you attended this event today. Also, we are very excited to announce that we will be hosting a live interview event on November 9th with Corewell Health. So very, very excited for that. So please make sure that you are applying today, get your place in line. Slots are extremely limited for this exclusive event. So we want to make sure that you have the opportunity to speak with these amazing leaders. So I see that we have from Lebanon, Ghana, Zambia. So great to see this representation. Please continue to pop into the chat where you are calling in from. I see Helen from Kuwait. Thanks for joining, Helen. Thank you so much. But we will continue to, and we have Sylvia from Canada. So awesome representation already. And we are excited to introduce you to the Corewell team. So I am joined today by Mary Ellen Coaches-Rouillard, who is the Chief Nursing Officer at Dearborn Campus, Rana Alawana, Manager of Nursing Education, Zenas Joseph, Clinical Nurse Manager, and excited for Zenas to share her journey with us. She is an international nurse. Anna Arnold, Clinical Nurse Manager, and last but not least, we have Malcolm Barrett, Senior Contingent Team Member Liaison. So I will hand it over to Mary Ellen to introduce herself, followed by the rest of the team in the room there on campus. And then last but not least, I will hand it over to Malcolm to introduce himself. So without further ado, Mary Ellen, I will hand it over to you.
Sure. Thank you so very much. Welcome, everyone. I am Mary Ellen Coaches-Rouillard. I am the Chief Nursing Officer here at Corewell Health, Dearborn.
Hi, I'm Anna Arnold. I'm the Clinical Nurse Manager in Heart and Vascular ICU.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Zenas Joseph. I'm Clinical Manager on 7 South Neurosurgery. Also very proud to be an international nurse, just like you all are going to be in the future.
Hi, I'm Rana Alawana. I am the manager of nursing education as well as our clinical language services program.
Thank you, team. And Malcolm.
All right. So good morning, everybody. My name is Malcolm Baird. I'm the senior contingent team member liaison here at Corewell Health.
Thank you so much. So love to see everybody in the room together there today. So thank you very, very much for taking the time. I know everybody is extremely busy, but these are great opportunities for us to learn more about living and working in the beautiful state of Michigan and the many opportunities that are available for international nurses. So before I hand it back over to Malcolm, the team has prepared a presentation to educate us more on the opportunities available, as well as what's it like to live in Michigan, which is important for all of us to understand, right? So before I hand it back over to Malcolm, I just want to call out, thank you, Doreen, calling in from Kenya. We have Deboods from the Philippines, Rhonda from England, Maggie from Lebanon. So thank you so much. And without further ado, I will hand it over to Malcolm to kick us off with our presentation.
All right. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are tuned in from. We just thank you guys for attending this live event here with us at Corewell Health. So let's go ahead and get it kicked off. So what does Corewell Health stand for? So at our core, we are here to help people be well so they can live the healthiest life possible. We believe that through healthcare and health coverage, we can create more value here at Corewell Health. And through our 5 C's, which is compassion, collaboration, clarity, curiosity, and courage, we make anything and everything possible. And we believe that through our people, through our community, we care for the whole person with respect, dignity, and love. We believe that everyone deserves opportunities and resources for better health. Everyone deserves our relentless pursuit to innovate and always do better. Everyone deserves a community not only to be a great place to live, but a great place to work, learn, and play. We believe health and well-being should be within reach for all. We believe the system is here to support the entire health and wellness journey, and we believe that it starts with prevention. We believe that together we will make a difference, that together we are here to make health better for everyone. And together we are Corewell Health. All right, so you heard what we stand for here at Corewell Health. So let's talk about who we are. So we are the largest health system here in Michigan. So we have over 60,000 different team members. We have over 300 ambulatory and outpatient locations around the state of Michigan. We have over 11,000 affiliated independent and employed physicians and advanced practice providers all over the state. Over 22 different hospital facilities around Michigan total. We have 5,000 licensed beds, and we are a $14.7 billion enterprise total here at Corewell Health. So once again, let's just go over our mission, our vision, and our values. So our mission, once again, is to improve health, instill humanity, and inspire hope. Our vision here at Corewell Health is a future where health is simple, affordable, equitable, and exceptional for all. And values, once again, are 5 C's: compassion, collaboration, clarity, curiosity, and courage. So all of these things that we talked about so far gets us to our guiding principles here at Corewell Health. So first, we want to improve health equality, equity. We want to enhance the consumer experience all around for all of our communities that we serve. We improve healthcare quality, value, and outcomes for all of our patients. Like we said before, we are going to work until we find what's wrong. We're going to come up with the best solution for you. We make healthcare more affordable for the communities that we serve, because what's the use of healthcare if you cannot afford it? And that's one of the goals that we are reaching here at Corewell Health. Ensure that the voices of our team members and physicians are heard, but not only our team members and physicians, but also our patients. We are here to listen to you. So with all that great news, let's talk about some of the achievements that Corewell Health all over has achieved. So we are separated into 3 different regions: the East, the West, and the South. So we're going to go ahead and start off with our East side. So Troy Hospital, HealthGrade's top 2023 cardiology hospitals by state. Grosse Pointe, they earned a Magnet Hospital title this year. Farmington Hills Hospital, they received the Patient Safety Excellence Award. And Dearborn Hospital, according to the U.S. News and World Report, they're in the top 10 of best hospitals in Michigan, all in the state of Michigan. On the west side, we have Butterworth and Blodgett Hospitals. They are a magnet hospital, and this is the 4th time in a row that they are a magnet hospital. They are a 5-star rating from the Centers of Medicare and Medicaid Services, and Gold Plus for the 3rd year in a row. On our south side, for our Lakeland Hospital, they are #1 in Michigan for Critical Care Excellence Award, the Neuroscience Excellence Award, they're #2, Neurological and Orthopedic Care Patient Safety, top 10% in Michigan region, in the Midwest region all over. So that's just some great achievements that we are achieving here so far at Corewell Health for the year 2023. And we only can look to do greater and better things once you join our team. So now I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to Mary Ellen, who's going to talk about Dearborn Hospital.
Good morning again, everyone, and thank you, Malcolm. Beaumont Dearborn is proudly on their 70th year. This year, we're doing a lot of celebrations. We originated in 1953 here at Dearborn. I'm proud to say I've almost been here about half that time of the 70 years, so maybe I shouldn't say that. We are right now a 632-bed facility. We are a major teaching and research hospital, especially for this region at Dearborn. And if you don't know Dearborn, we're right by Ford Motor Company. And many people know Ford, and we partner with them on a regular basis. We do have 5 residency programs, so strongly teaching. Cardiology fellowship, we partner with a large university, Wayne State University School of Medicine. We are a verified level 2 trauma center, as well as a level 3 NICU here. We are accredited, obviously, by the Joint Commission for the entire hospital, as well as a primary stroke center here at Dearborn. What we are really known for in excellence is orthopedics. We do well over 500 total joints here a year. A lot of those stay only 23 to 48 hours now. Neuroscience, obviously with the stroke certification. Women's health is outstanding at this hospital. We do over 5,000 deliveries a year. And as I stated, we're a level 3 NICU. And as a level 3 NICU, we go out and we bring patients, those small babies, to us. We have affiliations with many of our smaller hospitals in the area. Heart and vascular, Anna is our leader in that area. We do open heart surgeries here, as well as many other vascular surgeries. As a cancer center, we obviously have an oncology unit where our nurses are certified to give chemotherapy. We also have outpatient infusion here at Dearborn, which we are enhancing that right now. We are doing a major construction project there. That is Dearborn, and I'm proud to say that I'm the CNO here at Dearborn. Thank you. I'm going to hand this now over to Rena.
Hi, everybody. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about our orientation program here. At our corporate Beaumont Service Center, we have a 2-week system orientation. That includes 1 full week of orientation, as well as your 2nd week of EPIC training, which is our electronic medical record. Once you come onto the site, your orientation is really individualized depending on the area that you work in. So it can range anywhere from 12 weeks up to 6 months, really just depending on the area that you end up moving into. We have a robust nursing education program here with unit-based educators that will really work with you one-on-one to make sure that you are comfortable before you go work independently on the unit. And I'm handing it back over to Malcolm.
Hi, everyone. I'm Anna again. I'm the manager of the Heart and Vascular Unit. I wanted to share with you the benefits of working at Corewell Health. At Corewell Health, we believe in the tremendous values of creating an inclusive, diverse, safe, and equitable community and work environment. We are also committed to fostering a place and space where all are welcomed and respected. By fostering this diverse workforce where everyone feels welcomed, we help ensure our healthcare system better serves and reflects the communities we serve. So I wanted to just share a little bit of my own personal experience here at Corewell. I started here 7 years ago, and my initial start was a nursing supervisor on the midnight shift. And I found that experience to be very rewarding. And in the spirit of transparency, I was very apprehensive because there was the fear of the unknown. And I didn't know how I was going to be received. But when I got here, the staff was so welcoming. Everyone was so engaging. They looked forward to seeing me at night because, as you know, everyone goes home during the day. So you're left, the supervisors are left here to run the hospital. And it was a very rewarding experience. Everybody was so just engaged. And I didn't realize how much of an impact I had as a leader on midnights until I transitioned to day shift. And it was just a great experience. Also, to recap on the place of this being a safe place to work and just feeling respected. We have what's called a unit practice council, and that is a space for nurses and RNs to share their voice as far as like our clinical updates. So we have what's called a hospital practice council. I'm probably not explaining it exactly right, but I really want to get to the unit level. But here in my unit, we have a unit practice council on a unit level, and my staff are encouraged and empowered to share their views, really own the practice in the unit. We do a lot of education. We have what's called a sunshine committee, which really builds morale, and the staff really look forward to that. And so I'm very proud to be part of Corewell Health and to just be a leader here. And I'm hoping that we can embrace you guys, and you guys will want to come and join us here at Corewell Health.
All right. Thank you so much for that testimony and that in-depth experience here at Dearborn Hospital. So let's hop into some of our frequently asked questions. So one of the top questions that we do get here in events like this is what type of education is available? And this could be for your family, your spouses, or just anybody who you might be traveling with. So here in the Michigan area, Dearborn has a lot of public schools for your children or anybody that be traveling with you, including programs for ESL and adult education. There are various private schools all over Michigan. There's over 40 different public and private colleges and universities, and there's a lot of various trade schools around the state as well. What is there to do in Michigan? This is another question that we get. There's a lot to do here in Michigan, all year round, matter of fact. So it's not just one season or anything like that. So Wayne County Light Festival, we have the Halloween Fest coming up here shortly. We have the Henry Ford Museum and Greenfield Village. As Mary Ellen already said, you know, Ford Motor Company headquarters is located not that far from Dearborn Hospital. And we have a lot more things to do here in Michigan. So definitely come on up and check us out. You will not be disappointed at all. All right, another question. I know a lot of you guys are calling in from places that might be hot all year round or anything like that. Michigan, we are a 4-season state, which means that we have spring, summer, autumn, and fall, and also winter. So what is it like living in a 4-climate season state or anything like that? So Michigan has wonderful summers. That is probably the best time to be in Michigan. There's lots to do and everything like that. But don't worry, when we transition over to spring, autumn, fall, winter, there's still a lot to do around the cities and the towns and things of that nature. Some of the activities do move inside during that time when it's wintertime and it's snow outside and things of that nature. There's a lot to do, so don't be worried. There's always going to be something for you and the family to do to get out here and just enjoy Michigan. Like we said, there's outdoor festivals, attractions available all year round, both indoor and outdoor. So let's move into some of our testimonies. So one of our travel nurses, Samuel, he is from Ghana. So he's currently working as an ER registered nurse here at Corewell Health, Farmington Hills Hospital in the emergency center. And he's been with us since April of 2023. So when we asked Samuel, what does he like about working at Corewell Health? This was his direct quote. He said, the staff and management are very kind, supportive, and have helped me adjust to the fast-paced environment engulfed in technological advancement. The warm welcome I receive daily, the smiles from colleagues are so genuine, and I feel at home here. I love the hospital, and I would like to remain here. So I do recommend for other travelers seeking to migrate to the USA, choose Corewell Health. And as we go over to another one of our travel nurses, Gail Coy, she's from Grenada. She's currently working as a PACU registered nurse at Corewell Health, Wayne Hospital in the PACU POHA Center since July of 2023 this year. And when we asked her what does she like about working here at Corewell Health, she says, I work in the preoperative department, rotating between pre-op and PACU. I enjoy working at that facility as it is a small one, and the nurses are helpful. They make me feel as part of the team, even if I'm new, and someone is always available to provide clarification and assistance as needed. For me, particularly, transitioning from several small islands to the US was not easy, but the nurses made me feel welcome and included and received, and are still receiving, and she's still receiving awesome support from the OGPP team. What an amazing testimony. Now I want to go ahead and transition it over to Zinus, who's also somebody who came through the international program.
Hello, I'm Zenas Joseph, currently working as a clinical nurse manager for neurosurgery. But I do want to speak with pride about my journey. I graduated in 1991 from a college of nursing in India. And at the time, my dream was just America. When my friends were going to other countries, I was determined only to come to US. So I attended some classes, coaching, took my CGFNS. I'm sure you all are familiar with that. And I obtained my temporary license and was granted a H-1A visa, which was dedicated only for nurses at the time. This was 31 years ago, mind it. And now I think we have a different visa now. Things were not so favorable when I came. I mean, I look at how privileged and how much more convenience and resources we have. But I'll flip back to, of course, CGFNS. I came here, took my NCLEX RN, passed it in first attempt. Good Lord, it was something. You guys already know that, right? Over my 31 years of nursing career in Michigan only, I have worked in various fields from nursing home to home care, med-surg, and now I'm a nurse manager, which I'm very proud to be. Overall, I'm extremely proud to be a registered nurse in the United States of America because the autonomy, the freedom, the respect, and the empowerment. I don't know a whole lot, but I know it wasn't in India for sure, because that's where I came from. And when I came here, the situation was different. Like I said, we came in a group. There were a few nurses. We shared an apartment, and it was walking to work because work was 5 minutes, and falling in the snow, getting used to that, picking up, walking again. But then now you come to America, you can buy a car or rent a car, and you don't have to walk. So there's a lot more convenience now. And the resources are amazing. So currently, I'm also part of several Indian communities, which is helpful because they're connected to other communities from various countries. So there's a lot of resources for people that are coming into the country for the first time, whether it be find places to live, join community, find places to have fun, whatever it is. And when you consider bringing a family, this is something you want to know. Are they going to fit in? Do I have the resources? So I was also the president of the Indian Nurses Association for a year. And then, of course, at that time, once again, I met a lot of nurses that had just come into the country. And I speak from the bottom of my heart. This is this is something I'm very passionate about, and Mary Ellen knows. I'm very excited to show you the path I came up. And I'm very happy for Ammon and O'Grady Payton for this liaison and this joint venture. Hopefully, we're going to bring a lot more international nurses on over here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Lots of full circle moments we're hearing about today. So thank you very, very much for sharing your experience. I know it resonated with everybody on the call today. And we're getting the questions coming through fast and furious. So first of all, I know you touched on orientation, Rana, but can you go into a little more detail about what that looks like for an international nurse?
Yeah, for sure. So like I said, you would start your orientation at corporate. That's where we really like to cover a lot of our basic things like our mission, our vision, our values. Then you'd go into your EPIC orientation. We have a really nice playground, which is essentially a version of EPIC that lets you play around in there rather than really getting into a real patient's chart, just so that you can practice and get a little bit more familiar with the technology. Once you come to our site, you're really welcomed by our entire team. So that would include your nurse manager, your charge nurse, some of your unit team members, as well as your educator. Your educator then will work with you one-on-one. We like to do check-ins very frequently at first. And like I said, it's a very individualized orientation. So if you're a nurse with so many years of experience, we really recognize that and we value that. Versus if you're a brand new nurse, we're really going to want to go over a lot of those basic things with you and spend that extra time. But we really meet people where they're at. So a lot of it is really assessing where you are. We have a very large competency checklist to cover with all of you when you first start, making sure that you're comfortable with the different skills that you need to cover, like inserting a Foley, maybe doing trach care, just depending on the unit that you're working on. And then as your orientation progresses, again, we kind of customize it to you. So if you need check-ins more frequently, we'll continue to do that. If you're somebody that's going to be working on the night shift, we like to check in with you on night shift to make sure that you're comfortable. And then depending on the unit that you're on, the orientation, I would say, is a basic 12 weeks for sure. But if you're going somewhere like the OR, that's going to be up to 6 months of orientation. So we do like to do a weekly check-in with you, making sure that you and your preceptor are driving well, making sure that the manager understands what your goals are. And so we do a weekly check-in with you throughout the course of your orientation.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Rana, for that detailed explanation. We get that question a lot. Our international nurses want to know, well, what kind of support am I going to get? So thank you very, very much for that very detailed description of your amazing orientation program. Malcolm, can you talk to us a little bit about what kind of public transportation is available in the area?
Sure thing. So there's a lot of public transportation available here in Michigan. So one of the ones that we have is the shuttle service. This allows you to order a shuttle in advance from an app that you can just download straight to your phone, and it's door-to-door service. So it'll come to your front door, pick you up, and it'll drop you off right at the front door of the hospital. We also have regular public transportation, which will be the smart bus, where you just hop on the bus at one of the designated spots, and then it will drop you off along the route to the hospital and things of that nature, whatever is the closest one to you. We also have a fixed route service, and this is great because new employees, which hopefully you guys will be soon, is eligible to get the first month free, meaning that your rides for that first month will be free. And on top of that, we always have Uber and we have Lyft as well. So several different possibilities for public transportation here in Michigan.
Thank you so much. I'm going to keep it with you, Malcolm. Can you talk to us a little bit about what kind of spousal support is available for international nurses?
Sure, great question. So as we know, like I already said, we are the largest health system here in Michigan. So when it comes to spousal support, there are several opportunities for your spouse or anyone within your family to get in with the Corewell Health brand. So even if they're not a nurse, if they want to work in our EVS, if they want to work in HR, if they want to work in any other aspect, we can link them up with the recruiters and help them along the way to achieve that journey and that goal that they're looking for to get in a career with Corewell Health.
Perfect. Thank you. Mary Ellen, if I could ask you a question, can you talk to us a little bit about the nurse to patient ratio?
Sure, I'd love to talk about that. We have 51 critical care proper beds here at Dearborn, normally a 1-to-2 ratio, at times a 1-to-1 ratio, depending upon acuity. In the progressive care units, we have two different forms of that. We have a medical progressive care unit, we have 2 of those, as well as 2 cardiac progressive units. And usually a 1-to-3 to 4 ratio, may go up to 5, depending upon the acuity of the patients. And many of them are ordered out to the next levels of care, so they may fall into the med-surg. But normally a 1-to-3 to 4 ratio in those areas. In med-surg, we are a 1-to-5, sometimes 6 ratio. We watch that very closely because obviously we're recruiting more staff to those areas, so that's very important to us. And in the OB arena, women's and children's health, we do follow our guidelines there, and it's very dependent upon how the delivery was. Usually a couplet format a 1 to 3 couplets.
Wonderful. Thank you. Zenas, you touched on your experience as an international nurse, but can you talk to us a little bit about the resources that are available for international nurses at Corewell Health? What resources are you most proud of?
Advancement is one of the, let's just say you came in as a lab surgeon or with experience, and maybe you were in a supervisory role in the other country. So you get your bearings here, and we promote within to help you develop and progress to the next level. That's something I'm very proud of, because there, if you have the skill set, you have the capabilities, it's just a matter of getting used to the system at Corewell Health, and then you're ready to move on. So we nurture and mentor the people, regardless of what position you're in. Like Corewell Health has a history, our precedents in the past have started from all the way from nursing assistants and moved up to be the COO and the presidents. And likewise, if you have the skill sets, and that's something I'm very proud of. I'm an example myself.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Lots and lots of opportunities available for the international nurses that are listening in to us today. So thank you so much for sharing that. So a couple of questions that are coming through. Petronella, how long does it take to do the whole process and relocate for those with IELTS certificate? So great that you have your IELTS. You are more than halfway there. So if you do not have your NCLEX yet, that is going to be a requirement to practice nursing here in the United States. So please work on getting that NCLEX. And then once you have your NCLEX and your IELTS, we file your immigration paperwork immediately, and we guide you through every step of the process. As we know, we are retrogress right now, but the good news is that it's still under 2 years, and we very closely monitor that visa bulletin. It comes out every month. And again, our immigration team, our team of experts that have been doing this for over 40 years, will guide you every step of the way. We are accustomed to navigating retrogression. And I think one of the most important things is that you are communicated to among all of the steps that it takes to relocate here to the US. But yes, we hear from our nurses that NCLEX is the easy part. It's the English exam that they are challenged with. So amazing that you have that all already completed. What I would ask you to do is submit your application through that unique link that Amy will pop up on the screen here. And that will tell us that you are interested in opportunities at Corewell Health, and we will prioritize your application. Okay, a question from Irene. How do I start the process, and do I need OET before starting? No. You do not need OET before starting. You do need to have passed your NCLEX, but we will help you study and pass your English exam. So again, complete that application in the link that will pop up here in the chat, and we'll know to prioritize your application. Rabina, does Michigan accept PTE? Yes, great news, they do. So as we know, there are a number of English exams that you can take to qualify to work here in the US, but it does vary by state. So what I would encourage you to do is work with your recruiter. They are expert on where certain English exams are accepted. And we know that some nurses prefer to take one exam over another, but if you are interested in coming and working at Corewell Health in Michigan, please make sure that you are working with your recruitment team at O'Grady Peyton International so that they can guide you in the right direction and let you know exactly which English exams are accepted, but PTE is. Okay, thanks for that, Rabina. Thank you, Bivanda. Great work with OGP so far. Love that our current OGP nurses and previous OGP nurses love to join us on these events. So thank you for jumping on, Sabanda. We love to see you. Question, probably for Mary Ellen. What is the nurse to patient ratio in oncology?
So that is also dependent upon acuity and how much chemotherapy we are hanging. But right now it's normally a med-surg ratio, which is about a 1 to 5 ratio. If chemo is being given, it does change at that time.
Okay, Thank you so much. Thanks for that question, Alicia. So I'm jumping in here. Questions are coming in fast and furious. So thank you so much. We'll try and get to all of them, and those that we do not, we will make sure that we reference throughout the day and throughout the rest of the week. Rushbinder, so what steps should I follow after giving NCLEX and IELTS exam? Great question and great opportunity for you to submit your application today. So would love for you to meet with these tremendous leaders here at Corewell Health. Our recruitment team is on standby to receive your application, which will be prioritized because we will know that you submitted it as part of attending this event today. So please click on that unique link that we will be posting here in the chat, and that will tell us that you have an interest in working at Corewell Health, and we will get you set up for an interview with the hiring team, or better still, attend that live interview event on November 9th, where you will have the opportunity not just to meet with these tremendous hiring leaders that we are talking to today, but many more. So thank you for that question. Joseph asked, do we provide NCLEX sponsorship? So Joseph, yes, we do have an NCLEX sponsorship program. I do want to be very transparent. The spots are extremely limited, and we do need strong experience, and English is a requirement to qualify for our NCLEX scholarship program. But please, submit your application. We will review your experience. English is a requirement to be accepted into our pre-NCLEX sponsorship program. So if you do not have English, I would encourage you to start working on that immediately, and we would be happy to help you. Petronella said you missed your response. Your network was acting up. I know. We know that happens on live events. So I think your question was, how long does it take to do the whole process? Yes. So I'm going to assume that you have NCLEX, Petronella. So please let me know if that's not a correct assumption. But you're more than halfway there once you have your English. So please submit your application to us today using that unique link. If you have your NCLEX and you have your English, we will file your immigration paperwork immediately and then walk you through every step of the process. We are retrogressed right now, but we're still under that 2-year mark. So hope that answers your question. I want to, Ruth, what is the overall for the IELTS exam to apply? So it is going to be 7 in speaking and 6.5 overall, Ruth. So hope that answers your question. So Mend has a question. Do you accept those who are not currently working? Yes, we do have some opportunities for clinicians who are not currently working. Again, I do want to be transparent. There are a lot more opportunities for clinicians who are currently working in an acute care setting. So again, that would be a conversation that you would want to have with your recruiter. So please submit an application. We'll review your experience and then present opportunities that are available to you. So thank you so much, Mend. Just scrolling down here. Wow, we have a lot of questions. I answered that one. And then, do we have openings in the operating room?
We do have, I'll take it. We do have some openings in the operating room. It is a much longer orientation. As we open more operating rooms, those will be available. So it'll really be dependent on what the need is at the time of your application.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Marianne. And thank you for that question, Bruno. We have a question here from Kay. Will there be an opportunity for nurses to be directly employed by Corewell after a certain time under OGP? I love that question because that is the goal here. Right. So yes, you come and your commitment to OGP is 2 years, which is the shortest in the industry. So that's a key component of you coming here with O'Grady Peyton International. But we want you to love where you work and love where you live and make it a long-term decision. So the goal is, yes, come learn skills, work with this amazing Corewell Health team, and ultimately work permanently, hopefully for as long as everybody in that room is today. So we heard a lot of many years, and you don't stay somewhere working that you don't enjoy, that you don't love the people that you work with. So testament of the culture, testament of the advancement opportunities that are available at Corewell Health, sitting in that room today, and then of course Malcolm as well. So thanks for that question, Kay. Appreciate it. I'm just going to jump back in here to the chat and make sure that I have answered everything. So we're getting questions on what kind of opportunities are available. Do we have any pediatric opportunities?
Hi again. I'm so sorry. We have a fire alarm going at the same time.
It's a live. It's a live event. This
happens in hospitals, right? Right now, here at Dearborn specifically, I'm proud to say in our pediatric area, we do not have any openings. However, once you do come here and you go into med-surg, critical care, OR, you will always have the opportunity as that comes available after your 2 years to transfer into any of those other areas. I would have to really look at our Royal Oak campus, which is a larger pediatric population, and they may have some openings there.
Thank you so much. And these live events, things happen. I'm actually glad your fire alarm is going off so you can't hear my talk in the background. But anyway, so Patty, I see here that you did your application as an international nurse 2 months ago and no response yet. So first of all, extremely sorry about that. Apologize. As you can imagine, the volume of applications that are coming in daily, quite tremendous. But if we will look and make sure that your recruiter reaches out to you ASAP and get that application processed. And we'll also make sure that if you are interested in opportunities at Corewell Health, that we get you a spot in that November 9th event, which we are very, very excited. So thank you so much. Patrick, it's great working with OGP so far. Marvelous support from the team, especially Casey Giddens and Carrie Schaefer. So Casey works on our licensure and credentialing team, and she is amazing. And Carrie is one of our international recruiters. So great to have those two called out today. They do a tremendous job, as does the entire team. But thank you for that, Patrick. I know that they'll be very happy to have that shout out from you today. So Joseph, do you accept registered nurses with diplomas? Yes, we do. But also work with your recruiter on what facilities, health systems, et cetera, accept diplomas. It depends on what the requirement of the health system is. We do have health systems that will accept BSN only, but again, there are opportunities for you if you have a diploma. So get that application in today. As I said, the November 9th interview event will be running from about 9 to 3 Eastern Standard Time. But we anticipate the team is that those spots will fill up very, very quickly. We know that based on the participation today on this event, where we have our nurses listening in from, there's a lot of interest in opportunities at Corewell Health. So get your spot in line. Get your spot solidified. We will start slotting them in here this week so that we can have a very successful event. So please make sure that you are getting that in, and very excited to host that event with Corewell Health on November 9th. Okay, answered that. And more, yeah, we answered your question on pediatrics. So they work with your recruiter on getting those, and Corewell Health shares their open positions with us almost weekly. So we'll have that information on what opportunities are available for you. Okay, I just want to make sure I have everybody here. Yes, I answered that. Okay, Rashbinder, you're asking a question about Indian nurses. So please reach out to our recruitment team. As we know, India is retrogressed more significantly than rest of world, but we do want to talk to you. So please make sure that you reach out to us and we can discuss what opportunities may be available for you. Okay. Questions about retrogression that are coming in, and what we always say is control what you can control. Right? We cannot control the visa bulletin. We don't know what that's going to happen in the future. We are hopeful, but in this time, don't stop doing what you can do. And by that I mean take your NCLEX, right? Take your English exam, get your visa screen, right? So if you do all of those things, as you know, your English exam is valid. But once you get your visa screen, that extends to 5 years. So, and that will keep you motivated by moving through the process, is if you're doing something that will get you to the next step. So just concentrate on doing that. And we are filing I-140s. All right. So we are filing, get your place in line, secure that priority date so that when things do start to move, you are in that spot and you can start working on the next step of your process. So hopefully that answers. Thank you, Rashpinder. Thank you for that question. Thank you for listening in today. We appreciate it. Getting Eric, thank you for listening in from Ghana. Thank you so much. I just want to make sure I have all these questions answered. As we said, those that we do not get to, we will we'll reference throughout the day today and later in the week. So Helen, I did talk about open positions, and so please submit an application today, and we will certainly present you to ICU positions if they are available. But yeah, most important thing is that you click on that unique link, and that will go to our recruitment team who are on standby waiting for your application. Patty, how many hours are in the contract? Great question. So there are 4,160 straight time hours in your contract. That is approximately 2 years. So again, that is the shortest in the industry. And also with AMN, please bear in mind that we have staffing opportunities and we have direct hire opportunities. So the contract length will vary there. But please reach out regardless of where your motivation is. We have opportunities available for you. So click that link, get your place in line. Our recruitment team is on standby waiting. Many of them are probably listening in on this call right now. So please make sure that you are clicking that link so that we know you are applying as a participant on this show today, and we will prioritize your application. Okay, so we have time for a couple of more questions before we wrap up. So I talked about the current positions, so thank you so much for that. And okay, so anybody else have any other questions for the Corewell Health team? This is your opportunity to ask. We have some questions coming in that are more pertaining to your particular situation. So we will reach out to you directly and help you with those questions. And Kay, we answered your question about being employed by Corewell Health. Yes, that is the goal. So please submit your application today. That will be a tremendous opportunity for you. And Patty, I answered your question about the contract. So before we wrap up, I do want to say a very, very big thank you to the Corewell Health team for joining us today. I know that everybody is tremendously busy, but this is a great opportunity to really talk about and educate us on what it's like to live in the beautiful state of Michigan. Based on our participation here, I know that we have a lot of very interested international nurses in relocating to Michigan and working in this wonderful health system. So many opportunities we heard today for advancement. And just I can tell the culture. I can tell what it's like to work there just by having this time with this amazing team this morning. So thank you to Mary Ellen and her team for that amazing presentation. I can see that a lot of work went into it. And we're really looking forward to the interview event on November 9th. I know that it will be very, very successful. So the questions will continue to come in throughout the day. What happens typically on these events is that if nurses are working or whatever, they'll go back and listen to this after hours. So we will continue to monitor our chat and get back to you with all of your questions. But with that, I would like to say a very, very big thank you again, and looking forward to our next event. Have a wonderful day, everybody.
Every leap forward starts with the same question. Can we? Can we use genetics to fight cancers? As in all of them? Can we be a world champion? Twice. My bad. 2-time world champion. Can we save a person's heart?
You know we can.
Okay, but can we do it from 500 miles away using robots?
Now you're talking.
Can we connect psychology, biology, and all the ologies to heal the whole person? We can. Corewell Health.